Hi everybody, I hope you're well. I'm Kirsty Broder. I help women to delay and reverse the signs and symptoms of aging and menopause in particular. And today I'm going to be talking about menopause. I'm going to be talking about heartburn and some of the triggers and some kind of self-help, home help, what you can do to reduce it. Now, when we're talking about this today, I've got a friend who has been suffering with heartburn recently, and so I've been chatting with her and doing a little bit of my own research, and hopefully it will help you if you're a heartburn sufferer. You put a one down below, or you can message me if you want to, and I can share some more tips with you. But I'd love to be able to connect and give you some free advice as to how you can help yourself, really. And this is just off the back of my friend who has been suffering as well. So we'll talk a little bit about heartburn. First off, what is it? Basically, it's not actually burn from your heart. It's actually a stomach acid reflux. So when the stomach acid kind of comes up into our esophagus, into our throat, and you get that kind of, we've all had it, you get that kind of burning, horrible taste, kind of feels hot. And that's because the acid in the esophagus is having that effect on the soft tissue there, okay? So we call it heartburn. It's actually an acid reflux. And it's because tends to happen as we get a little bit older, and it's because the lower esophageal sphincter, it's all hard to say, especially on a live, the lower esophageal sphincter has been relaxed or stretched, basically. So the stomach acid can get into the esophagus easier, and causing that horrible sensation. It often can be worse at night as well, particularly when people lie down. And it's often worse, when we've kind of overeaten. That's kind of like the classic thing, is that people know they're going to suffer because they've overeaten, indulged on a night out, or, been out for a nice meal and they love it at the time, but then we kind of suffer for it afterwards. Common triggers tend to be certain types of food, some types of medication, caffeine, alcohol, all the good stuff. Lying down, and there's a couple of things which we can do to help ourselves. You may find that you kind of take medications because you know it's going to happen. That's fine. There's some very effective medications, but there's a few things which you can do yourself which can help to prevent it from happening so often. So the first thing is that you can try and reduce your stress. So and I know everybody's got kind of high stress levels right now, especially during what we're going through. So trying to kind of take some time out for yourself and to try and reduce the daily life stresses can help if you are a heartburn acid reflux sufferer. I have to pick my notes up because I can't read them right. Now I can read my awful writing. So reduce stress. Incorporate a regular exercise routine. Not only is it going to kind of make you feel better in yourself, but you're going to sleep better too, and also is really good at helping to reduce acid reflux too. When you're eating your foods, to try and avoid the things which are typically triggers, so things like spicy foods, citrus fruits, caffeine, alcohol and fatty foods, all of those typically can cause us to suffer from heartburn, but also to consider just reducing portion sizes. So maybe just eating more frequent meals throughout the day, but smaller sizes. Kind of just, it's that conscious mindset again as to what to eat, how to eat. Do I need it? Do I just want it, basically? So to try and eat smaller portion sizes. I'm going out tonight for a meal. I'm going to have to try and listen to my own advice and stick to the smaller portions. We all know what it's like, when you feel totally bloated and you come home, then you lie down, you've had kind of a long night out, and then you start with the heartburn. So smaller portion sizes, and also reducing weight. Now, obviously, if you increase a bit of your exercise, you can naturally try and reduce a little bit of weight, but being overweight typically puts a lot more pressure on the stomach and leads you to be more likely to suffer from heartburn on a more regular basis, and therefore lead to self-medicating, all of those sorts of things. So simple tips to lose a little bit of weight, cut down the caffeine, cut down the alcohol, consider smaller portion sizes, and to really focus on what you're eating, all going to be real beneficial ways to help reduce the frequency that you suffer from heartburn. Because it's not pleasant. Now, if you're somebody who is keen to lose weight, but perhaps you've been struggling or you just don't know where to start, you might want to take a look at what I'm doing at the moment, what I'm using to shed some excess fat, lose a few pounds, and in a nutshell, live a healthier, better life. Very, very simply, just making some simple lifestyle changes. If you're keen to take a look at what I'm doing at the moment, you can just put loss down below and I'll share some more information with you about what I'm using. I've also got my group, which is Transform 21. If you want to head into my group, there's a lot more information there. I'll put the link to the group below. And I have a simple tips to boost your health toolkit, which is something, it's going to be a series. I've got 2 parts already done. So if you'd like the toolkit and you'd like to get access to the toolkit, put toolkit down below and I'll share that link with you. I'd love your feedback, and B, I think it's got some quite useful tips in it as well for basically boosting your health very, very simply. So if you'd like that toolkit, put the toolkit below, and I hope that's been useful to you, a bit of a précis on heartburn, what it is, and how you can help to reduce the triggers and self-help tips to kind of prevent the suffering. So I hope that's been useful to you. Bye for now.